Can you believe it? This man who can make your heart stop just by smelling your clothes. The man is a vampire who has lived for 1,000 years.
Walk past me slowly. Go.
Running triggers the switch in his brain that activates his hunt for prey. So he commands Diana to walk slowly. Although vampires and witches are natural enemies, Matthew does not harm Diana. On the contrary, he has been quietly observing her, even wanting to protect her. Ever since Diana accidentally opened the Book of Life, the atmosphere in the library has never been calm. Recently, she's always felt the presence of many unfamiliar eyes around her. Diana carefully sits down. At that moment, Knox suddenly appears, using the excuse of knowing Diana's parents to invite her to leave the library alone. But his true intention is only one: the Book of Life. Knox tells Diana that the Book of Life records how witches can destroy vampires, and he hopes Diana will once again come into contact with the book, unveiling its secrets. However, Diana despises all forms of war, and she makes it clear that she does not want to get involved in the conflict between witches and vampires, so she directly rejects Knox's request. Ignoring Knox's threat, Diana simply turns and leaves. At that moment, Satu enters the room, and Knox tells her to take more direct measures. A few days later, Diana is out for a morning run, and as she passes a woodland path, Satu suddenly appears, grabbing her wrist. At the same time, she notices the scar left by the Book of Life, and she quietly chants a spell, trying to pry into Diana's mind to uncover its secrets. But soon, Satu's expression changes, as she senses a far more powerful force within Diana, and she's forced to let Diana go. That evening, Diana is invited to an academic forum, but Knox shows up once again, relentlessly questioning her about the whereabouts of the Book of Life. But Diana has no intention of responding. However, this time, Knox directly invades Diana's consciousness, using his mental power to force her to reveal the book's location. In that moment, Knox's voice echoes again in her mind. In that moment of pain and anger, Diana instinctively pushes her hands forward. The next morning, Diana arrives at her friend Bourne's house, but as soon as she enters, she sees Knox's figure. It turns out that Bourne's true identity is Knox's subordinate, and the betrayal of her friend hurts Diana deeply. Reflecting on everything she's gone through these past days, it's all been in pursuit of the Book of Life, and the witches have used their power to threaten her. But the vampire, Matthew, has never thought of hurting her. This experience leads Diana to a new understanding. Soon after, she arrives at the vampire camp and finds Matthew, and she reveals everything she saw in the Book of Life.
3 pages were cut out. The only page I saw showed a baby floating in an upside-down vessel.